hopefully we get to heat 5 today. The conditions
Round
are
5.
starting to warm up a bit. We hope this wind stays offshore.
Yeah, that's right.
But we'll let you go, Andrew.
Thank you.
And
go enjoy
the viewing, and we'll see you later on in heat number 2.
Heat 2, round 4. Looking forward to it.
Only an hour or so away.
Yep. I'll go psych myself up. And a quick shout out to everyone at home watching. I'm not sure if my family's watching, but if you are, hello. Missing you all, and I'll see you guys soon. You.
There we go. So Dallas Singer just coming very unlucky in that one there, getting pipped with 1 minute remaining. And we see in this this next heat, we're going to see Mitch Rawlins in the red, MAGNO PASSOS from Brazil in the green, and Liam O'Toole in the black. Coming up right now, the last heat of round 3. And we will be diving straight into round 4. And just as I'm talking to the viewers at the moment, as my fellow colleagues getting set up, a.k.a. Drogba, this is David Winchester getting set up next to me. And we'll get a screenshot soon of David. He's half French now. So while we're online too, send all your comments in, your questions, if you want to ask Winnie anything. I'm sure he'll answer.
Hi everyone, I've got a couple of arms. They're like baguettes now.
He's got French arms now. Yeah, he's got French baguettes.
Yeah, baguette arms. But I was starting to heat up here. The sun's just come out, and don't know how good that's going to be for the wind.
I know, yep. You know what? A bit of lull in the action here. We'll just go to a quick break, and we're back after this.
Hi, my name is Jacob Romero, and this is my high-performance signature model. Growing up on the island of Maui, I surfed heavy waves every single day, and this board has been designed to handle that. The contours on the deck for better flex and grip when landing big airs. The extra foam under my body softens the impact. The certain slick gives better flex and projection, nose bulbs for grip, 50-50 rails for speed, and channels for control. The board features PSI, precision stringer inlay. This means the stringers are molded in with the core, giving the board added strength and longevity. This board is available in 2 core options, Polypro and Paradox Sail. The Polypro comes with a single circular stringer and is better for warmer water, and the less dense Paradox Sail comes with 3 flat stringers and is better for cooler water. I designed this board to handle everything, from heavy waves to big airs. This board will take your riding to another level.
Welcome back, everyone. The IBA Turbo ZICATELA Pro. With me, current World Tour leader, David Winchester.
Hi guys, how are you going? And girls and everyone else that's watching. There's should be some pretty good action coming in this heat. Mitch Rawlins, Liam O'Toole and Magno. So hopefully the boys can bust out pretty big and give us a little bit of a show.
That's right, and we saw you earlier today advancing through again. Talk us through your heat, Winnie.
Yeah, it was one of those slow ones, and had a really slow heat in Portugal, and I didn't get very busy, so I was just really made sure that I got a couple of good scores under my belt straight away, and then just wanted to get a few more. So it worked out all right, and I'm feeling pretty confident. So hopefully can smoke these guys in the next one. As we're on that advert, we had looks like Magno just scooping into a sick left. Look at that trim line. So he's just allowing no drag, and he's just flying down to this end bowl, and he hits it cleanly. A big, nice, clean roll out of that heavy landing, and he just looks like he should hold on through this. But yeah, there he goes, and yeah, it's a good start to the heat, you know.
There we go. I mean, that's a safe manoeuvre, and he's done that well, and it's a good start for, especially looking at that last heat. We saw Jeff Hubbard win that only on 11 points. So really slow heat. So to do this, Magno, he's going to get rewarded. That's right. He's just got a 7.75 for that. As we look here, Mitch Rawlins, talk us through this one.
Oh, here we go, Rocky. He's on a smoker, looks like. Just cruises through that barrel there real nice. He wants something out of this, and a nice little invert. Flashes that yellow slick. And
well, we got a contest.
We do. This is going to be a tight heat. Liam O'Toole, we like to call him King of the North. Is
King of the North.
King of the North is still waiting out the back. Here's a replay of Rocky. Look at that. See, again, look at that nice trim line. And he just like threads the needle through that nice little barrel. And it goes a bit foamy here, but he just gets up to it nice and cleanly, pops a nice little invert off the end.
Very, very stylish. Kids, if you're watching, that is a stylish bodyboarder. One of the most stylish in the world. Well surfed, actually, from both of those. Magno and... Magno's trim line was incredible.
Yeah,
I loved his trim line. He was just
go, go, go. We just saw a wave
speed.
of Limo Tool here, scooping into a bomb, and he's been surfing this place amazing. He's been here. Oh, there's a deep pit, wasn't it? Can he come out of this? Oh, he was there. We saw the head of the King of the North then. We just saw it. He just couldn't push through there, though, and he's got a big paddle out. But, yeah, as I was saying, Liam's been here, came nearly a week early, and he's been surfing incredible. He's been getting so many good waves and really been one of the standout in all the free surf. So I'd like to see him get a good result.
That's right. You know, a lot of people in Australia know Liam O'Toole, but a lot of people around the world might not have heard of Liam for a while or, you know, even heard of him. He was on the tour a few years back. He did the Australian tour for many years, did a few World Tour events, occasionally popped up in magazines and everything, but he went off and studied and he's out of the game for about 4 years or so.
Yeah, he's always kept in the water and he's just kind of rekindled a bit of the qualifier's dream and he's pretty close this year. As we saw those scores come in, Magno with a 7.75, Mitch Rawlins in second with a 6.95 for that nice barrel invert. And Liam O'Toole, a.k.a. King of the North, got a 2.25, but could have been a 9 if he came out of that thing.
For sure. You know what? While we wait for the action, we'll just throw down to Dan. Dan, the man's down there with our heat winner, Jeff Hubbard. Dan.
Thanks, Alex. I'm here with the winner of the last heat, Jeff Hubbard from Kauai. Congratulations, Jeff. Excellent job out there. How are conditions changing, and how did you change your game plan to accommodate to them?
Well, yeah, good question. I mean, the conditions were totally different than the heats before. Like, heats before seemed kind of pumping in, like, good barrels and sections, and guys were getting some high scores. Our heat, I mean, guys we were struggling to get a 5. You know, if we got a 5, we were really happy, and, man, it just was a whole rip the whole time. I think I was paddling the entire heat. Like, and, yeah, it was really nerve-wracking considering you have low scores and the guys below you, like Dallas and Johan, are just ripping, and, you know, they've ripped all their first heat, so you're like, man, we got to, you know, if a wave comes, yeah, these guys get 8s and 9s easy. You know, it doesn't matter if you're in first, it changed real quick. So I was just praying, and really stoked that it worked out. Thanks, God.
Yeah, so you got 2 pretty good waves out there. Can you take us through them?
Well, yeah, I mean, they weren't great waves, but you know what? I was just, luckily, when I look back on it now, they're probably the best waves of the heat. I took off and did a roll and a spin on my first wave on a set, and I was, you know, and then the second wave, I waited for a little bit. I passed up a couple ones, and then luckily I waited and got that good barrel and did you know, I thought it was going to be a reverse section. The section foamed out. I just did a roll, you know, which was, you know, not the greatest finishing move, but, you know, in that heat, man, that was gold.
Yeah, you got the job done with that.
Yeah, job done. And stoked to make it to a non-elimination round next. You can go out with a little bit less pressure and try and just give the guys a show on the web, because I'm sure they're yawning their heads off on the last one.
Well, excellent job giving people a show. So we hear Mark's been cooking for you every night. How's that been going? Obviously, it's been working.
Yeah, Bodie's the chef extraordinaire. His family's got some fish and chips restaurants back in South Africa, so he just prepares some mean feeds for us. And yeah, it's been working great and saving some money, and yeah, laughing. So stoked.
Nice. Well, hopefully I'm invited to the next dinner. I'll be stoked about that.
All the time, Dan. You're always welcome, man.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Well, we're here with Jeff. Congratulations, winner of the last heat. We'll see him in round 4. Back to you guys in the booth. Thanks a lot, Alex.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, that was Zim Brainia with that nice interview there with Jeff Hubbard, taking that one out. Low-scoring heat, but Jeff Hubb, you know what? He's advancing through as we speak, and he's getting closer and closer to pipping you for that world title, mate. Talk us about what's going to happen this year. I mean, it's a pressure cooker now.
Yeah, those guys need a couple of good results, so I'm just going to sort myself out, and if I finish ahead of them, then they can't win. So that's all I've got to worry about. I've got to win. So as we saw in that little break, Magno, he got a nice little flip on a right, and I'm not sure if this was the wave. Yeah, it was. Nice little ARS. It wasn't actually that little, but he comes out of the suds and he gets a 6.08. So he'd say he's in a pretty good spot right now. He's had a 7.75 and a 6.08, and Mitch Rawlins just on the one wave, needs a 6.89 to overtake him. And Tooley, he'd probably need a couple of scores here.
Yeah,
he's only
he's
at a
sitting down there. He
2.25.
needs a few waves. We did see that Magno from a different angle while that interview was going on. That flip so the replay was from another camera angle, and well, he's getting rewarded for it. 7.75 and a 6.08. So Winnie, you've been in France. You've been surfing a lot. We heard you scored some incredible swells too. We saw some photos online. Just give us a little rundown of what happened over there.
Yeah, there's been a few swells over there this summer, and it's been pretty fun to get into a real rhythm surfing beach breaks. I haven't surfed a reef since Chile, so it's been quite a while. So then coming to here, as you know, I'm used to the paddle outs. Some of them annoying, some of them good, but yeah, used to the rips and the sort of dark diving, all that kind of thing. But yeah, it's been pretty fun over here too.
And hats off to you too. Just, I mean, people don't know, but you've got a family, you've got 2 kids. Just how do you sort of put that into a big sort of, you know, regime to, you're winning the World Tour and you've got 2 kids and a wife living in France. Just give us a rundown on how you fit that in.
It's all about juggling.
Juggling.
You know, you just got to juggle it and try and manage the time. And yeah, I mean, my wife's pretty amazing. She's incredible with the kids and at home. And I don't know how she does. She's just incredible woman. And she, I mean, there's some hard times and some good times. But yeah, we've had a great time in France. And we will miss it when we go home at the end of the year. Oh, you see Liam there just paddle for that little one, but he'll lose priority if he even had it. But
that's right. So there is priority system too. If you are new to the sport, there is a priority system. So here we go. Mitch Rawlins, have a look at this one. He's looking for a ramp here. What's he got?
He's going to want a little innie out of that.
There we go.
There we go. It's just stomps an invert. He inverts more than most people out there.
Yeah, he does. He's a tweaker.
He is a bit of a tweaker.
Yeah.
Full vague tweaker.
Talk us through the replay here.
No, you can just see that trim line. He's going so fast and just flicks it out there, and that's what the judges want to see. They like to see a bit of speed. Yeah, and that's what Magno was rewarded for that first one. He had so much speed and a really nice line. Here we got another angle of it, so you'll just see him come up to this section just before it closes out and throw it over there. Gosh, inverts have changed in the last few years, haven't they?
Oh, haven't they? I mean, I was just saying, we brought in Pat Caldwell on the lay day, and I interviewed Pat Caldwell on his perspective on the sport and how much has changed since he invented the El Rolo, and he can't believe the way the transition has gone, you know, from 30 years ago to now. Just guys are just gymnasts out in the water.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty acrobatic out there. Mitch came in with a 6.78 for that last one, so he's just behind. He fell 0.1 short of getting the score to overtake Magno, but they are both in a pretty good position. Magno is on a 13.83 total, and Mitch just behind him on a 13.73, needing a 6.89 to overtake him. And Tooley, King of the North, Limo Tooley's combo.
Look
at
that? That's
a coconut.
This is a palm tree. A palm tree has
coconut trunk.
A trunk of a palm tree has rolled straight into this contest area. This is amazing.
Look at him.
I saw this a part of it floating earlier this morning in GT's heat. I didn't think it was that big. This thing is huge.
They're gonna need more manpower. Look at that.
They're gonna need a lot of manpower to get this out. I think
they're gonna have to get the 4-wheeler out or something. Drag it up the beach.
I mean, that's twice as heavy as they normally are now. It's full of water.
Yeah. Make a good seat. Just drag it up the beach a little bit.
As we see Rawlins tucking in under this barrel here on this left. This is a nice barrel. Comes out of that one clean. Mitch Rawlins and punches a little roll out the end. He's surfing this heat well.
Yeah, I'd say that'd probably be the best way of the heat so far. It's a nice clean barrel, and he's just really getting busy out there, isn't he? Look at him. He's having a little erratic flip in there.
We had him in here before in the commentary booth. He's having a ball. He loves Mexico, loves his place.
Yeah.
Look at that. Tucks in nice, and that's a nice line there as he comes into that pit. Gets on the brakes a little and knows eyes off that section. Punches a roll through.
That's textbook. He rode that really, really cleanly.
He really found that section, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He found that section. Yeah, there he is. Look at him.
Yeah, age 29. Well, he's actually 30 soon, isn't he? Yeah, next month he's 30.
In December.
Celebrates his birthday. And we've got a couple of shout-outs from around the world, just while there's no action on. Dylan Tafe, watching from Australia. Go Rawlins. Who else is there? Andre Camaro from Portugal. There's Nuno from Portugal as well. So people tuning in all around the world. We appreciate everyone tuning in. And if you miss any action, get on YouTube after the event. You can see all the highlights from round 1, round 2, round 3. We're going to bring you round 4 as well today, live. Hopefully we dive into round 5. If not, we'll be definitely going in there tomorrow. And we're looking at trying to finish the event tomorrow. So stay tuned, because we're getting right into the business end of things.
Yeah, this heat, there's been quite a few good waves, and King of the North has just gone a bit quiet. So I'd like to see him get a little bit busier and post a few good scores, because we know he can put them on there.
That's right.
He's just got to get this wave. So Mitch has actually jumped into first spot. For that last barrel, he got a 7.6 for that barrel roll, and now Magno's in second. He needs a 6.8 to jump over Mitch, and Liam O'Toole is still comboed. So in this situation, he's going to have to pull the finger out and get a couple of big scores. You see him just waiting out there. Magno in a big right here. What's he got? He wants something off the end of here, and a big clean roll out of that. It's a good pop. I don't know if he's going to get the 6.8.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to improve on that score. I mean, it's a good, nice roll, good technique, but
could be
it
close,
was
though.
just one single move.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do in this last 13 minutes.
He might beat his second wave score of a 6.08. It's nice. He's going really, really fast out there, and you see he pops a big clean roll. You see that orange slick just like popping. So that's what the judges like to see. They like to see a bit of colour in the slick, I think. Just a bit of wow factor.
Yeah, I've noticed that these you professionals are starting to get these greens and oranges and yellows just to boost that emphasis on all your moves.
Yeah, well, sometimes the white, I mean, if you're doing the move out of the bowl or something like that,
your white slick gets lost in.
Yeah, it gets
the
lost.
Transition of the foam. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit. Sometimes it can help, but sometimes it can't. But if it's easier on the eyes, it's easier to give a good score, isn't it?
Winnie, you always easy on the eyes, buddy.
Oh, thanks, mate.
There we go. Look at the trunk. Look at it. That's Humberto, our local promoter here for the event. He owns owner of Colorado Surf, one of the sponsors here. And you know what? They're going to make a new seat out of that.
And we were
All
right
about recycling down here in Mexico.
Yeah, it is.
Or a longboard, actually. Could be Humberto's
yeah.
trying to test it as a longboard.
And we're right about that score of Magno. That roll did beat his 6.08. He got a 6.23, but he still needs a 6.8. So
Liam O'Toole needs to dig deep.
he does. There's still 11 minutes to go, or just under 12 minutes. So he's got the time. He can get 2 good waves in that time. He just really needs to get a bit busy. He's only caught 1 in 20 minutes, so it's it's pretty tough. It's going to be tough times for Tooley. He's come all the way from the trials. And
he has too. He's qualified right from the trials. From round 3 in the trials, he was seeded, and he's made it into the Grand Slam. It's a huge effort just to qualify for the Grand Slams now. I mean, every man and their dog come for these trial events. We had over 70 or 80 internationals come for the event, try out, and you know, just even the qualifying series is you know, a world tour in itself. It's so hard, so competitive. You know, it's a highly strung tour. It's, you know, there's guys like Nick Omrod and
Damien King, Brahim,
Yohan.
It's like all these guys, Sasha, Specker.
That's right.
All these guys, and it's going to be such a fight for those top 8 spots. It's going to go really tight. Comes down to probably a matter of 1 heat. If you made that 1 heat, you could make it.
It can come down to 1 wave.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how a world title can be judged off 1 wave.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's very, very close.
Yeah, there's going to be some important heats going down tomorrow, and this afternoon.
That's right. As we, Mitch Rawlins is having a look at this one. He might. I don't know if he's going to go this. He's having a look. He is going to have a look at this.
He just likes to keep him busy. Look at
there
this big scooping bottom turn. He's in that. He's going really fast in there, but I'm not too sure if he can pull out of that one.
There we go. Mitch Rawlins just pulling in that closeout there. Racing back out the back. Doesn't want to waste any more time here, Mitch Rawlins.
We just saw him. You knew it was a fast one. You just see him like driving
Just
that
snuck
bottom
under that
turn.
lip.
The thing is with these long waves, he just wants to get bottom turn really, really deep.
Just
and
snuck under
really
that
out
lip there.
the flats to try and gain so much more speed.
That's right. And you know what? We've got a bit of a break in the action. We'll just, you know what? Have a look at this advert. There we go. Welcome back to the IBA ZICATELA Pro, the Turbo, sorry, ZICATELA Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. And I'm Alex Leon, and I'm joined with the one and only Dave Winchester. Here we go, Mitch Rawlins.
Mitch, he seems like the only guy on the heat or something. He's catching all the waves. He's going to like get a big innie out of that, and that would be, I don't know if that's going to be, it's his best invert of the heat, so he's going to get rewarded for that thing. Just a speed line and trim up to it. And he could almost share a couple of his waves with Tooley, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
They're sharing the same room. Now he's just smoking him. So out of the bowl, nice big invert for Mitch. As I said before, he doesn't more than the average man or bear, whatever you like.
That's right. And could this be the year of Dave Winchester? We've seen you got a average result at Pipe. It was okay. I think it was the quarterfinals.
No, it was a third.
It was a third, sorry.
Yeah,
it was a third
all
at Pipe. Yeah. Sorry about that, buddy. It was a third at Pipe. Then we went to box, and you got a third at box. Then we went over to Chile, and this is where it starts to get interesting.
Yeah. And
You won Chile. You beat Tamiga in the final, and then thought, well, that's not enough. I'll go to Brazil, and I'll beat him again. So you went to Brazil, and you beat Tamiga again in the final.
yeah, it's been a pretty good start to the year.
But then you went to Portugal, and what happened there?
I got a ninth there, so lower, the worst result of this year for me. So
Which is a throwaway.
Yeah, it's a hopefully.
For you, a throwaway nine.
Yeah, for me.
So he's having a good year.
Yeah.
He's throwing away nines where everyone else is trying to clinch onto those scores, 9s and 13ths.
Yeah, it's pretty good beating Tamiga on his home turf again.
Yeah, how did that feel?
I felt amazing. The beach went a bit quiet, and
I bet it did.
but you know, it's always going to be like that. They're cheering for their home hero, and
yeah, well, it's good to see. They're passionate down there, and bodyboarding's huge down in Brazil.
yeah, and we've still got a huge year ahead. I mean, there's a lot of good guys on the tour, and anyone can. There's a lot of guys who can win the title. So, I mean, it's definitely not over yet. We've still got 2.5 comps to go, and Mitch Rawlins right now is just dominating this heat. He just got a 7.9 for that invert, and he's gone to a total of 15.5. Magno in second needs a 7.76 to jump into first, and Liam O'Toole still comboed. The AKA King of the North sitting out the back there, and Magno just scooping into this little one. He's going to look for something heavy roll through the section, but I don't think that's going to beat his 6.23 that we saw him get for that right roll before. So only 6 minutes left now. Liam O'Toole, he's going to have to get one. I reckon he can get the 2 scores in probably 4 minutes, but in 6 minutes, he's going to have to get one pretty soon. He's going to have to get one before that 4-minute mark if he wants to have another chance to get back out there and get another good score.
That's right.
He's in a combination situation, so this means he needs 2 big scores. He really needs a high 7 and a medium 6 to overtake Magno. So we just see them just sitting out, paddling back out there, sitting out there.
That's right. So just as we sort of talk through the leaderboard, you're sitting in first position. Pierre-Louis Costes is sitting in second. Then third position, Jeff Hubbard. Ben Player down in fourth, which he isn't at this event, so he'll probably drop a few spots now. Mark McCarthy's in 5th. Tamiga's in 6th position. Rawlins is in 7th. Mike Stewart's in 8th. Jared Houston's in 9th. And Lester's in 10th. So, I mean, that is a very, very tight top 10.
Yeah, and I mean, it's pretty amazing top 10. All those riders, I mean, half of those riders have won titles, so.
Exactly.
Yeah,
all won major Grand Slams before, so.
Yeah, as I said, it's still a big year, and it's not over till it's over, you know. I just got to concentrate on surfing and enjoying myself.
That's it, and I mean, it's, yeah, like you can't win a World Tour event these days over in a couple of months over a few events. You got to, it takes you 12 months. It takes you the whole year. There's 8 events on the Grand Slam series, as we see him pulling the trunk out. The bulb of the palm tree looks pretty heavy there.
Yeah, the bulbous.
Yeah.
The other day when we were surfing another little beach here, I just looked across and Sasha was shooting photos and looked across and this big stick came out like about 6 foot high next to him, and he just didn't even know this thing was like big. So actually brushed over Dallas Singer's back when we were surfing, but luckily no one got hurt, and luckily this big coconut palm trunk didn't hit anyone.
Oh, imagine you did a big backflip and landed on the bulb of that.
Oh, that bulbous would hurt.
And you wrap your board around it.
Only 3 minutes remaining, so I think the dream run for Liam O'Toole, aka King of the North, is
coming to
an end.
Slight close there, yeah. 3.5 minutes. He's got to dig deep. He's comboed. Rawlins has really run away with his heat.
Would have liked to see who was actually pulling that. If there was people pulling it, or a car, or what. Maybe it's just Jonesy Russell pulling it with his big muscles he reckons he's got.
No, could be the Red Bull truck too. The Red Bull truck's down there.
Yeah, okay.
That thing's an absolute beast.
Yeah, it is.
Well, actually,
we're going to see.
Out. We'll have a shot of this.
Out. What have we got?
It is the Red Bull truck. Look at it.
Yeah.
Red Bull.
I think the rope was slipping.
As Rawlins said, they actually fill the radiator with Red Bull instead of water. I mean, if Red Bull can't pull this out, what can?
No, they're going to get it out. I think someone just needs to tie a knot.
Yeah. Nothing like a bit of action down there on the beach at ZICATELA.
Yeah, no. You see these guys from the next heat, or you see Rawlings sitting out there, and next heat paddling out. But Magno, again, he's keeping busy as well. Nice forward. Look, that was really smooth little forward off the top, and he's looking for a big clean roll off the kind of frothy closeout. But yeah, there's another good wave for Magno. He's been consistent on nearly every single wave he caught in that heat. He got an all right score. He got two little ones, but he's kind of had like 4 or 5 good scoring waves in this heat.
I've got a question for you, Winnie. Joao Oliveira has got a comment for you. It's a good one, actually. If you had to decide a new stop on the World Tour, what place would you choose?
Oh, it's a pretty tough question. I mean, there's a lot of places I'd love to see one back at Cloud 9 in the Philippines. It's a pretty amazing comp back in the day. Love to see one in Oz, Nuggin. Here goes Rocky on it. Look at this. He's just keeping busy. Threads out of that little pit, and I mean, flawless heat from the rider in red, Mitch Rawlins. Yeah, as I said, I'd say I'd love to see a World Tour. Cloud 9 was pretty amazing when we had a comp there a few years back.
Yeah.
It was pretty high performance, and yeah, sick wave. Yeah, Tahiti would be amazing. I mean, yeah, I'd love to see one at Nuggin, because I reckon that's one of the best waves in Australia, and it's so rampy, and it'd be pretty sick.
That's right, yeah.
Where would anyone else want to see one at? Oh, and South Curl.
Just off the rock pool.
Yeah, just off the rock pool. No, I don't know if the quality holds up.
Wave quality, yeah.
Yeah, the wave quality. Sorry for the low blow.
Great questions coming in, especially from Joao. That's his second question for today. He's a smart cookie.
Oh, he's getting busy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's getting busy. Yeah. Keep the questions coming in, and the shout-outs. We'll try and give you all shout-outs from around the world. Appreciate everyone logging in. This is the IBA Turbo ZICATELA Pro, presented by Sporting Bet. And like I said, YouTube, IONET, and Like Bodyboarding, they're our media partners. Get on YouTube, have a look at all the highlight clips from each day. We're going to bring you round 4 today, and hopefully round 5 we can keep punching through our heats. Here we go. Mitch Rawlins right on the buzzer. Forward spin, take off. What's he going to do on the end of this thing? Time's up, and just pulls through the back. So, you know what, Winchester, I'm going to have to let you go. You're going to have to warm up for heat, round number 4, the freedom round.